Well, greetings, sentient blood balloons. This is Frankenfoot here. I've been super busy in my personal and professional life. So, attacks have been rushed, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to record stuff. Ooh, look at that. I didn't even see that. I've only got one star, Mr. Ed Monster. Just for fun, let's watch Mr. Ed Monster's attack on me. So I'm a baby Town Hall 10 at this point. As you can see, I still have some wood walls that just I threw in the base. There's no sense in really spending a whole lot of time to rework this base until I get my infernos up. So right now I just have that extra cannon and archer tower and then some more walls. That's the only defenses I have. I'm sort of building an offense, and I'm working on air defenses. And things at Town Hall 10 take a phenomenal amount of time, a lot of time. So I have all my builders full constantly because it's taking like 10 days to do an army camp upgrade and 6 or 7 days to do, or maybe longer than that. I don't even know. I have to check for the air defense. But it looks like this guy is a Town Hall 10 with some level 3 hounds. The one air defense I have that is upgraded is over there. I've got others that are getting worked on. Looks like he's trying to some sort of a LaLoonian. He didn't really take care of the baby dragon in the clan castle. That's going to come back to haunt him. There's also a witch, but that's not going to pose too much trouble for him here. But yeah, it looks like he got the town hall at least, because I put that on the edge, because I still have an anti 3-star base. But anyway, in terms of defenses, I'm working on the air defenses first, and then I'm probably going to get those, I'm probably going to get that archer tower and that cannon up to Town Hall 9 status, and then maybe I'll drop that expo, and then the bomb tower probably, and then after that I'm not sure if I should start working on stuff and get it up to Town Hall 10 status, or if I should go ahead and drop the Infernos. But I'll fill that out. I got a while, I guess, to figure that out. Well, okay, so tepid attack. Sorry, Mr. Ed Monster. That dog don't hunt. You got to lure. You got to do some. I don't even know. I wasn't watching that closely, but yeah, that did not work out for him. Okay, so here are my two attacks. I had 8 and 5. So at this point, I'm a baby Town Hall 10. So I'm really a Town Hall 9 with an extra spell and a 31 Queen, which is not much. But I was able to take on a lot of these bases even before that. So I'm keeping this train rolling. I just have that extra spell. So what I try to do is I just try to pick the highest Town Hall 9, or the hardest base that does not have Inferno Towers, whatever that is. It's usually a Town Hall 9, and I just roll with that. So this was a tricky base by the way he had it laid out. Remember, the goal for this is to take out the Archer Queen and 2 air defenses, and then you can LaLoon the rest pretty easily. Wizards of all things. Wizards and minions pop out of the clan castle, which is good and bad. Poison spell can take care of them easily, but they can do a lot of damage too. So I get the push. You notice I came in from the corner. I'll explain why I did that in a minute. But that was not ideal. But yeah, so they come in, they take out. I've dropped my first heal spell. I've got an extra one for the balloons should I need it. I hopefully will swag it, but I don't in either of these attacks, unfortunately. But yeah, so after I drop that heal spell, I'll go ahead and start the LaLoon. The Queen did work her way up and take out that 3rd air defense. I don't know if you guys saw that. But yeah, very unlucky with the Wizard Tower blast. One blast took out all the pups as the hound was exploding, and that's happened before. That's very unfortunate when that happens. But thankfully, I'm a baby Town Hall 9, and that means I do have that extra spell. And so I brought a heal spell with me and got those balloons back up, and they got more than enough steam to get through the rest of the base. So defenses are down, and now it's just in cleanup. So dropping balloons on the edge. Storage there. Had to take care of that, or that could have been bad. So I'll break down the attack real quick. You saw it came in from a corner. I hate to come in from a corner. I really don't like that, because there is such a chance that your bowlers and your queen are going to take a walk here. It's hard because just by the way it's shaped, if you come in from a side, you can clip off the edge of the buildings. You've got plenty to draw yourself in. If you're coming from a corner, you've got this one building out here, and then after that it's a crapshoot. Are they going to go this way? Are they going to want to go this way? So what I did was I brought, I was really heavy on the wizard drop because I really wanted to clear out some of these side buildings and come in and make a way. So I believe I dropped one, uh, what are they called? Golems up here, and 3 wizards behind him. Wanted him to start really working on this. Wanted those wizards to take these buildings out and start working on these 2 guys here. Really wanted this guy gone. And then another one probably over here, I think, just so he can tank for this guy. And then 3 more wizards over here to start working on these buildings. Now, the reason I didn't want to come in from a side is because there wasn't a side that would work for me. There's a weakness with every single main side of this base. So if I try to come in from here, I have the Archer Tower on my golems. I have the Archer Queen on my golems pretty quick, and that's usually a recipe for disaster. And I will have both expos on me pretty quickly as I move into this base, and I'll be able to reach neither. So that's no bueno. If I come in from this side, I'm going to have the Archer Queen on me quickly, and I'm going to have to deal with the King. There's some crazy little monkey-sounding bird in my backyard. That's not ideal. I don't want to do that either. If I come in on this side, I am light years away from the Queen, and I just don't think that it's possible to get a push to come in that deep. If I go through here, I'd need at least 1, 2 jump spells to get into the core. And once you do that, you're going to have the heat of a lot of stuff on you at that point in time. Same problem from coming over here. This is the worst side to come into. No way I can get to the Queen. Going to have both expos on you at once, and you're going to have to deal with the King. So this is the worst side. So I ultimately landed on coming in from the corner here, and my goal was to get things through this corner and then move in this direction and then ultimately take out the Queen. And they're going to take out this air defense and eventually this air defense in the process. So that's dangerous, though. They will be able to reach this expo. The bowlers could get it on a skip. The Queen could reach it from this compartment. I don't know if she will or won't, though. She will be able to reach that expo from this compartment. No, she won't, actually. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. She can shoot over 3 tiles, and then that's it. So she can't reach that. That is a very irritating bird. Anyway, so once I had a good funnel established, I was going to bust in from the side here, and this is a very good spot to drop wall breakers. Even if Teslas pop up over here, I think that they're going to be concentrated on the golems that I've dropped. And then provided I've done a funnel well enough, I can drop the King and the Queen, and they'll want to enter this compartment. And hopefully I would have clipped off some of these buildings at this point. I don't know if I did or not. And then things would want to move in here, and so there is at least enough stuff to draw them in here without them getting too distracted. And then pretty quickly I'm going to drop a jump spell in this region to help keep things moving in this direction. Now the other very dangerous thing about this is the town halls here. That's a very high hit point building. And the expos, even though I want them gone, they are high hit points. So they're going to take your troops are going to take a long time trying to attack those and wipe those out. And that can be dangerous. So they will take out the Queen, because as soon as they move into here, everything's going to focus on the Queen, because she's going to jump over this wall, either be here or here, and start blasting them. So the King should be able to take care of her, and the bowler should be able to take care of her. But the town hall is going to take a long time to chew through. So this was a bit risky, which is probably why I needed that second spell. This might have been a better hog base, I'm not sure, but I've never been that great at hogging. So I usually leave the hogging to somebody else. Yeah, that's how you could get GoBoLaLoon to work on this base. And then when you drop the LaLoon portion, you've got this should be gone. So just drop them in behind this, and then that's easy enough. Just start at the edge of wherever the defensive ring is, drop your hounds in either direction. I do 2 balloons per defense, haste them into the first air D, haste them into the second air D if you need it, and in this case I did, because those golems were taking up the hounds were taking up quite a beating. And then I even had an extra heal spell to use, and it turns out I did need it because they were starting to get beat up around here with that air defense there. In terms of the LaLoon or the Gobo, just golems wall break in. I do a rage spell as soon as the golems as soon as the bowlers start working their way in these defenses. Jump to move them in, and then a heal whenever I see the bowlers start taking defenses. So we'll watch it all come together now. So here's the first golem taking over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 wizards over here. Well, good morning. And you got 2 wizards over here. I was more worried about the funnel on this side. I really wanted those guys gone. And it's because I remember now I'm dropping sort of everything more on the upper side here. So now, even though this is a corner, the funneling has been so nicely done that they are going to behave themselves and they are going to go where I want to go. Would you like some sausage this morning? Yeah. Okay, why don't you go look in the kitchen and see what you want to eat. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so you saw the jump spell, the rage spell come down. Queen falls, the raged king takes her out. But now here they go, spending all that time on that town hall. Woohoo, doggies. I should have maybe brought another rage spell instead of a heal, but eventually they do get through it. The bowlers are thankfully tanking for the golems. And once that last spell is down, I go ahead and drop the GoBoLaLoon. The point being that you want to get your troops down as quickly as possible once you can, because you know, the more quickly you get them down, the more tanking you've got up, the more they can help protect the rest of the troops that are still attacking and everything else. So, anyway, that was it. You saw the heal spell to get them back up. Well, that's not a healthy choice. All right. Go have a seat. We'll be done in a few minutes. Okay, so that's that first attack. We'll go look at the second one. I got to speed this thing up. It's hard doing a doubleheader. It's hard. Wait, no, that's not right. So I went down a few bases just because I'm having a hard time getting a shield. And I needed a base that would fit my go-to army composition. And I just kind of squeezed this in before getting in the shower after mowing the lawn, and yeah, whatever. So let's see. I don't even remember this one. But it looks like you've got some golems coming into funnel. Wizards clipping buildings on the side. Like usual, wall breakers come in. Nothing to worry about here in terms of traps or anything. And so here comes a GoBoLaLoon. You should see a rage spell coming down. There it goes. Wreckage begins. Both air defenses should fall rather quickly and easily here. And I'm jumping them in to get to the queen. As I remember, this was close. Oh, a hound pops out. That's right. A lava hound pops out. So this was a fresh hit. Lava hounds cause me a lot of trouble. They just suck up the queen, and then they've got those pups to deal with. If I knew there was a lava hound in here, I probably would have approached the beginning of this very differently. So as you can see, they did a good job of taking out this chunk of stuff, but the kill squad pretty much petered out after that. A lot of that is because that lava hound just sucks up the queen. Anyway, yeah, so had I known there's a lava hound in there, I probably would have lured it with some bowlers or something, or maybe just even tried something where I just left the clan castle alone. Maybe a queen charge or something that would have never pulled out the clan castle. Because now there's a lot more buildings left over than usual. And that hound really got walloped by a bunch of air mines there. So thankfully, I still had a heal spell. This attack just did not go well at all. It is not automatic. A 9 attacking a 10 is not automatic. Even with that extra spell. It got me through here, but I did not have much margin left over. Of course, the balloons take a really awful pathing, but yeah, one air mine, and things could have been pretty bad. But yeah, we'll break it down. This is sort of a base I've seen before a lot, or some style of this base. Well, I did swag a poison. That's not very swaggy. So here's how you break it down. Great compartment to come into because you can get both air defenses. Queen's right there too, so you're not going to be able to reach her from over here, but if you do drop a jump spell, you can get in her compartment. And if it weren't for that hound, I would have come in, both of these air defenses would have been gone, this sweeper would have been gone, and I'd have started working on this wizard tower, eventually this wizard tower in this expo, but because they got locked on the Hound and they spent so much time there, they didn't quite get it done. The other problem is the jump spell is just too big. They're going to wander into this compartment, which is not the end of the world. They will get the town hall, but it's less than ideal. Just out of range of the king, which is why I came in on this side. If you come in from this side, you're in range of the queen instantly, and that's not good for your golems. And you have to have a long path to get to a second expo, or second air defense, whichever way you do it. Both expos are pretty interior, so normally I like to come in like sideways on the expos, but these guys are so interior it's not going to make a difference. So this was actually a good compartment to come into. Going to take out an air sweeper, 2 air defenses, and I wish I had taken out that wizard tower, but it didn't quite work out. And then the LaLoon portion just started here. With this air sweeper gone, we're going to come in behind this air sweeper, and that gets a nice rotational pattern to the whole thing. So had the Lava Hound not popped out, I was hoping troops would still kind of keep moving in that direction. And the funneling's not difficult here, so I'm just going to keep one wizard in the bank for cleanup, which was good, because I didn't have as much cleanup troops as I normally would expect to have. So, all that being said, oh yeah, I forgot, I dropped, these guys are out of range of anything, so just to save time and life on golems, but they're actually range of the mortar, but that's not going to do much damage. Drop them here, they'll take out this guy, they'll move on and take out that guy. And then drop other wizards over here to start this funnel. This guy's so far away, my entry point is here. As long as these 2 buildings are gone, that's all I really need. But I'm close to the corner, so I did want these buildings gone. People are waking up. Driving on the road. Yeah, so you see the funnel the wizards created. They're all working on this building, but these 3 buildings are gone, and I almost got those for free because they were so far out. Wall breakers are breaking in over here. So especially with a jump here, you can see the queen, even if they start attacking these buildings, they've got plenty to draw themselves into the base here. So it's a pattern that's good to look for. But everything came in, and it looks like they're moving into this compartment. That wizard is going to step up and take out that guy. And so now the rage comes in, and they're starting to work on everything. Jump spell is down. And there's a Tesla farm, that pattern, I've seen this before, I didn't mention that, but there was that pattern of the Tesla farm up there, where you see just 4 blank spots in a row. I've seen this base before. Diamond Tesla mode, I think, is the name of this base. But no, I think that's shaped differently, but it's the same concept. You got sort of a Tesla farm there. And that Hound just sucked up everything. Now, thankfully, my bulls are sitting in a heal spell, so they can keep on going for a while. But, yeah, eventually they just petered out. They took a path I didn't like. That Hound ruined things. The queen walked. So I'm holding on to this extra poison spell should I need it, because I need to protect my balloons from the pups. But wowee, I must have hit every single air mine in the base, which I guess is good. The red ones I want to hit the Hound. The black ones, not so much. Anyway, but I also lost a lot of balloons going into the core here, which is bad because balloons are going to take a long time relative to take out expos. If it weren't for that Hound, they wouldn't have made it at all. Anyway, so attack just didn't work out great, but you get it done. That's the benefit of that extra spell. Alright, I think it's time that I need to go make breakfast for folks. So Frankenfoot is going to say peace out. I will see you wonderful people some other time, if I ever have time again in my life, for the rest of my life.
Bye.
Bye-bye.